Hello. My 10,000 words did not go super well. I only got like 6,000 of them written, which is kind of a bummer. So now I'm behind by another 8,000, I think, because I didn't write yesterday or the day before that because I had stuff. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'll get over it. I liked your knots. Those were good. I'd like to see the other two. So I guess really I only liked your knot because I only saw the one, but I'm looking forward to the other two. Something interesting, I started a diet like 3 days ago, and I am sticking with it, which is good. I have cut out all dairy and all starches, or at least a lot of starches. Turns out there's starch in a lot of things that I didn't expect there to be, but yeah. I'm cutting out dairy because, as I've suspected for a long time, I think if I'm not lactose intolerant, then at least I'm lactose hesitant, lactose reluctant. Anyway, milk doesn't like me, and cheese sometimes doesn't like me, so I'm cutting both of those things out. Plus, I eat a lot of cheese, so it'd be really great to stop that. As far as starch goes, I realize that most of the foods that I eat are like pasta and bread and tortillas and stuff like that. Chips, whatever. So anything starchy, I'm cutting out. Potatoes, too, and other stuff like that. Rice. Rice is going goodbye, which is sad. This actually cuts down the stuff that I can eat by a lot. I was sitting around thinking like what I was going to make myself for lunch, and I ended up settling on a salad that we had left over because I couldn't think of anything. Then I came home and I put some deli meat on a plate and microwaved it, put some mustard on it, and ate that. As far as other things that I'm cutting down, I'm stopping a lot of my alcohol consumption, which has already started. I think I'm down to like one drink every 10 days, which compared to in college, that's a lot less, so that's good. I found a new indie game that's really awesome. It was funded by a Kickstarter. It's called Chance of Rain. Google it or search it on YouTube, and I think you'll really like how it looks. I've introduced the video series to several other people, and we may actually, if we're lucky, get on the radio. That would be really cool. Somebody that I talked to on Nerdfighteria had mentioned that they were doing a radio show, and I mentioned this web series to them, so they may or may not talk about it, I'm not sure. But it's on Thursday, I believe at 5 o'clock, so I'm going to make sure what time it is, and then I'm going to tune in. So, funny story, remember how this weekend I had to get up at 2 a.m. to go to work? Well, I got up at 2 a.m. on the wrong day. So I went up to the church and there was nobody there, and I walked around and all the security cameras have footage of me walking around holding my laptop, being cold and tired, and then getting back in my car and driving away. Then I came up the next day for the actual 2 a.m. that I was supposed to be there, and there were, like, all the teens were still awake, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Turns out they were just gonna probably stay up all night and hang out, and there were plenty of volunteers, so I got to go home. Which is nice because I like to sleep. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. I really like your challenge idea, and I'm totally going to do it, but not right now. I will probably post that on Thursday, and it may be its own video because that's going to be ridiculous and long. So I think I can get a lot of clothes on. Last thing, our website is up. That's really exciting. I made it today over my lunch break, and I think it looks really good. Let me know what you think, and hey, share the link with your friends. Why not? They can look at the videos and decide if we are cool or coolest. Also, you've got the password and the login, so feel free to go on and add some stuff about yourself in the About Me section, and if you want to add some interesting weirdness of your own variety, please go ahead. I have a music recommendation for you this week. It is a song called Again and Again by the Bird and the Bee. I will link to it in the description, and it's on Spotify, so it shouldn't be hard to find. But I listened to it twice on 2 days when it played at the same time while I was trying to drive at 2 a.m. to the church. So, yeah, there you go. Sorry that this video is short, but I do have a ton of stuff to write today, so I want to make sure I get on it. And as always, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.